this video we're going to continue to look at solving equations. We've stepped up the difficulty of our equation now to what I would describe as a two-step equation. So let me show you what I mean. In this one, 2x add 5 equals 19. Now, like in the previous video, we need to stick to that idea of doing the inverse to undo plus 5 and multiply by 2. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides of this equation. That's going to give me 19 take away 5, which is 14, and if I've got 2x plus 5 and then I take that 5 away, I'm just left with 2x. Now notice that this equation is not solved. Like the previous ones, which solved in one step, this one is not yet done. So this is why we call it a two-step equation. I still need to do something else to this. 2 times x equals 14. The opposite of timesing by 2 is divide by 2. So I need to make sure that I am doing the same to both sides, keeping my equal signs in line. 14 divided by 2 is 7, and if I've got two x's and I divide them by 2, it cancels this guy out, leaving me with just x equals 7. In this example, I've got w take away 4 divided by 2 equals 10. So I need to undo both of those things that are happening to the w. In this case, I need to undo the divide by 2. So the opposite of divide is multiply, and the opposite of divide by 2 is multiply by 2. So I'm going to use my golden rule and do the same to both sides. 10 times 2 is 20. I keep my equal signs in line, and timesing by 2 on this side cancels out this divide by 2, leaving me with w minus 4. My next step is the opposite of take away 4 is plus 4. So I'm going to do this to both sides of the equation, leaving me with w equals 24 as my final answer. A couple of things I can do once I've got this answer is, if I'd gone wrong, if I'd have said that w was 6, then I can actually substitute back into the equation and see if I get 10 come out of it. So if I thought that w was, say, 6, then 6 take away 4 is 2, and 2 divided by 2 certainly doesn't give me 10. So that would make me go back and check my answer. Here are 4 for you to have a go at yourself. Pause the video here, hit play when you're ready for some answers. Okay then, so let's have a look at solving this first one. What I'm going to do to both sides is subtract 4, giving me 3x equals 13 take away 4, which is 9, and I can start to see where this is heading. I'm going to divide by 3, leaving me with just x equals 3. In this one, I'm going to add 1 to both sides, leaving me with 5x equals 10, and then I'm going to divide both sides by 5, leaving me with x equals 10 divided by 5, which is 2. In this example, I'm going to do the opposite of divide by 4, which is multiply by 4, giving me x plus 3 equals 2 times 4, which is 8. And then my final step, I need to undo that plus 3, which I do by subtracting 3, giving me x equals 5. And in this final example, again I need to undo this divide by 3 here, and I'm going to do that by multiplying both sides by 3. 5 times 3 is 15, and when I times this side of the equation by 3, I've got x plus 4. Final step now to get to an answer is I need to do the inverse of plus 4, which is subtract 4. Again, I do this to both sides of the equation. 15 take away 4 is 11, and x plus 4 take away 4 just leaves me with x. Well done if you got those correct. Here are 4 more to have a go at. The reason why I've given you more examples on this one is because these type of equations are very, very common. Pause the video here, try them yourself, and then I'll go through the answers when you're ready. Okay, so in this first one I have 7a plus 3. I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides, leaving me with 7a equals 17 take away 3, 14, and then I'm going to divide both sides by 7, leaving me with a equal to 2. In this example, I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides, leaving me with 2b equals 12, and then divide both sides by 2, leaving me B equals 6. In this third example, I'm going to multiply both sides by 5, leaving me C plus 12 equals 20. And then my next step is going to be to subtract 12 from both sides, leaving me with the values of C equals 8. Final example, I'm going to multiply both sides by 4. That's going to give me D plus 5 equals 3 times 4, which is 12. And then I'm going to finish this one off by subtracting 5 from both sides, giving me D equals 12 take away 5, 7. Well done if you got this section correct. Make sure to practice this skill. It's very, very common in your exam. When you're ready, move on to solving equations number 3. Thanks for listening.